construction as an industry, especially taking major interest for the Ugandans who are in the diaspora. Before I dive in, I just want to start off with a quick provoking question. How much do you guys think is waste in terms of, remittances, money sent abroad that is at the end of the day misused uh, due to just poor investment or poor decision making, trusting the wrong people who don't know the value chain of construction. So Big Digest as a platform that we are setting up is trying to solve this problem. It's a process and it involves, all the parties that are. So allow me to dive in. But once again, thank you for joining. Yeah, so Big Digest is basically a platform that connects how to construct buildings uh, in real estate, especially those who are abroad and want to invest back home. It could be residential building, it could be commercial building, it could be schools and the like. We connect you to contractors. For those who may not know this technical term, contractors are basically people who are in the business of construction. Okay, and material providers. Construction as an industry is very complex, and there are very many materials that are involved. It's not just the normal cement, sand, and aggregates that most of the clients or the well versed with, but there is a whole bunch of materials that are needed, especially for building construction and the like. And most importantly, the professionals in construction, we have various professionals who are involved: engineers, architects, the quantity surveyors, the land surveyors, the project managers. These people bring in their professional aspect into construction to ensure that the value is something that is fit for purpose. So Big Digest as a platform is bringing in transparency, efficiency, and ensuring that your project that you are working on, that you want to deliver back home in Uganda, is one that at the end of the project period will be one that you can look into and say, indeed, there was value for money in regards to this. I just wanted to have a quick dive in regards to, remittances from abroad, just trying to make a relation to the problem that you're trying to solve. So based on the 2024-2025 budget of Uganda, our GDP is about 50 billion US dollars, and it's projected that as of 2024, the remittances from abroad, remittances, that monies that are sent from abroad, from relatives and feed into the economy. So the remittances for this year are projected to be at about 4.8 billion US dollars, and it is averagely projected that that comes and is meant for real estate construction is about $2 billion. So we are trying to see how can this $2 billion be invested, not just in an unprofessional way, but how can it be put into place in a way that the Ugandans in the diaspora are happy about the product that is being delivered, but also connecting the material providers back home here who, supply these construction materials, the stones, the aggregate, the cement, the steel, and also connecting professionals, the quantity surveyors and the architects and the construction managers, the project managers, who at the end of the day can deliver a product of value. So we are trying to come in and say, how do we ensure that this $2 billion is invested properly? In regards to building abroad, somebody would clearly state to you they do face a lot of challenges. If you have to check from the internet, there's a big outbreak in regards to, fraud. Money is sent from abroad for construction projects, and due to lack of a better word, money most times is misused by friends, family, construction companies. It's a whole mess up. get, and for even the clients in the diaspora who are a bit vigilant have to fly in and out to manage their construction projects. So we are coming in and saying, okay, why don't we have a platform that will enable somebody in Germany, somebody in USA, somebody in Canada, where have access to material providers, have access to the contractors, have access to the professionals, have contracts signed in a milestone format in a way that at the end of the we get value for the product with the saving, but also creating connection. So there's a big risk of fraud and mismanagement. Uh, just because you're in Germany and you have a brother who is a doctor, I will not even blame him and trust him with a construction project. You are destined for failure, trust me, most of the time. Even if he has good intent, he may not have the professional knowledge to ensure that at the end of the day, you get value for your money. The other key issue that is, affecting especially the diaspora is the issue of communication. There is a lot of improper communication that goes on with regards to following up of construction works in a professional way. I will accept that the communication that happens normally is via WhatsApp and via phone calls. There is no form of accountability. I started by saying construction is a complex process, and we have to deal with it in that manner. It involves a lot of documentation that can prove to be very important, especially in legality issues and also just for proper project management. So we are bringing in professional documentation into the industry space. And lastly, the issue of payment. If someone is in the UK and constructing a building here, they always have that issue of payment, which sometimes they send the money via Western Union, other times they send the money via mobile money. We have this scenario of people borrow money from that lines. You can send money for a particular milestone, substructure works, and you'll be told that I had a loan on that account, something that is outrageous. Or you could, send money into a bank account of your brother that is blocked, and you have to go through some of the challenges that, based on our research, the Ugandans in the diaspora test to be facing. Yes. So just to go back into this, bid digest is bringing a streamlined bidding process where you, as a client, you post a project details, process them here, analyze the project details, bid for the works, have access to material providers. It's an open and transparent process where material providers can give quotations that are open. There is no collusion at the end of the day. We have a database of professionals, project managers, architects, quantity surveyors that you can contact and have them work on the project and have payment done through the system. So that is just the value chain of bid digest, to put it simply. Yeah, as I explained, so you post your project, you get bids, you choose and you track who you want to work with. You're giving the power back to the client, and we are intermediary to ensure that at the end of the day, if the client picks contractor A, we ensure that contractor A does work as per the drawings, as per the specifications, and as per the project deadline and project details. So that at the end of the day, we can achieve the necessary results. In regards to the benefits that the system will bring, it will bring trust, brings back the area of trust because it is open in a document format that my colleague is going to come discuss in a much more simple, so give it in a way that we can all be able to see. Real-time communication, if communication is done and it's done in a way that it is through the system, we want a systemized communication database in that the client and contractor can always have, that cordial conversation through the phone in a way that we can always back meetings that were made and the communications that were made. What happens right now is not so efficient because you cannot be using phone call today, next day you're using text messages, the next day you're using Zoom, next day you're using webinar. At the end of the day, information gets lost through that process. So we are trying to bring in that element of proper communication in the chain through the platform. In regards to cost efficiency, we all know from basic economics that competition brings about fair pricing. Fair price value for work in that contract the bid that has won the bid to ensure do special for the end of the day due to the rating system of the profile they tend to lose clients if um, do not deliver projects. In regards to peace of mind, this is very key, especially for those in the diaspora. You don't want to invest money back home and you're not sure if the investment is actually being done professionally in its manner. So just maybe into the next slide, I will just say when you're making an investment, especially in construction, I will appreciate the fact that construction is an expensive venture and one ought to be very, 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 very careful in the dealings. I know at times somebody might think that getting professionals on board is quite expensive, but trust me, it saves you a lot. Because normally, just to put this here, if a building is rendered structurally inadequate, you have literally lost all the amount of money that's spent in that particular project. And this is normally attributed to the fact that some clients want to get the cheaper option of doing works. So if let's say a building is a billion, is worth a billion Ugandan shillings, and they want to do it for 600, what is the need of doing the building for 600 and it collapses and you just have money burnt down? So to the clients who are listening to this, go professional. Trust me, you'll get value for your money. I'll just conclude with a call of action. This has just been brief, but go check out the website. You can always reach out to us in case you have any questions in regards to legality, in regards to payments, in regards to how the system works. If you want to understand more, then you can always reach out. I will move on the mic to the next presenter, Mr. Stephen Ogwal. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, Riz, for the presentation. So allow me share my slide as I explain further on what Bid Digest and how we are revolutionizing construction through blockchain and smart contracts. So who am I? My name is Stephen Albert Ogwal. Excited to invite you here for this Bid Digest webinar. So today we're going to discuss about blockchain and smart contracts in construction and what are they, because we have often heard these words, what's blockchain and what's smart contracts and how is it related to construction. So for the sake of this webinar, I'm going to be brief with these examples and explanations. So before we go into the blockchain and these other technologies in construction, let's look into the different technologies that are already currently being used in the construction. So what you're seeing here are the different technologies that are already currently in the construction field. So this image is an image from a book written by the McKinsey. It's a rise of the platform era, the next chapter in construction technology. So this is a link all between the different technologies in construction like building information models, the robotics and automations. There's the 3D modeling for creating 3D different and the current generative AI that we use. There's the use of drones that are already currently being used to map and survey other fields. Then there's the use of virtual reality, and then the IoT sensors. So what I'm trying to mean here is there are already different technologies that we have today in the construction industry, and through this technology, it's supporting how we handle and manage our construction projects today. So then we do have what we call the the blockchain and smart contracts. So let me take you through what smart contracts are and what blockchain is. Sorry. So blockchain is a distributed ledger that records transactions securely and transparently, while smart contracts is there are different definitions of this, but to simplify it, I would say smart contracts are a collection of commitments defined in digital format, along with the protocols that govern how the involved parties fulfill these commitments. So how are these linked together? So with blockchain, as we have stated here, these are secure different ways we can secure our construction projects and documentations. So the analogy is blockchain is like a special notebook that everyone in a construction project can see and trust, while smart contracts are automated rules that ensure workers get paid or receive funds when they complete their tasks on time. So that's how the blockchain and smart contracts do help in the construction industry. So then how does it work? To be brief, I'll just state a simple step-by-step explanation on how the blockchain and smart contracts work within the construction industry. So that's they create a digital plan that all parties involved in the construction project write down their agreements and plan in a secure document, and this document is the blockchain, and that's everyone can see, and there is transparency within the document and limiting these other disputes. Then the smart contracts help automatically monitor when these commitments are made, and then trigger the release or alerts of other tasks, like there is payments for the construction workers. Then it also helps in the tracking of progress. For example, as work is done, sensors or project management tools update the blockchain with real-time data, showing how much of the project is completed. And this is done through delivery of construction materials, in that the blockchain records this information and checks if everything matches the order, triggering payments in conditions if they are met. So this help resolves a lot of issues within the construction industry, because it's creating so many different ways of securing and helping our construction be transparent. So then we have the different benefits of the smart contracts and blockchain in the construction. That's it helps faster payment, because the different parties have already understood their rules, and with the smart contracts, everyone with the smart contracts, everyone is able to follow up on the different tasks that they did. So making payments really easy, and this reduces disputes, improving transparency and security of a project that's done. So what we are trying to do at Bit Digest is we are trying to bring this technology into real life practice, ensuring that we're able to handle and benefit from all these uses of the blockchain. So then our current progress we have is the foundation and platform setup, which we are currently on at the moment. So the next phase that we have is the core feature and development of this project that we are having. And through that, we shall scale in and bring in other more construction professionals within this platform. So the design system that we are having of our system, allow me to share this screen shortly. So this is a simple system diagram to show you the different parties that we have in our construction. So we do have the clients, the system, the payment gateway, the contractor, and an escrow. So an escrow is a third party that is helping monitor and authenticate and validate our transaction processes within the construction management. So the clients post their projects to the system, and then the system notifies the available contractors on the bids of the projects that are available, and the contractors bid for the projects. After the bidding process is done, the client reviews the project, whereby once he has done reviewing the project, he then awards the project to the contractor who has won this, and then the process of the milestone payments begin, where each project is paid through a milestone and it's controlled within a blockchain, in that there is no disputes or disagreements that are happening. So for the interest of time, I'll not go deep into explaining every process that are happening, but that's a simple overview on our system. So in conclusion, blockchains and smart contracts are transforming the construction industry by providing secure, transparent, and efficient ways to build trust and manage projects. And at Bit Digest, our mission is to empower Africans in the diaspora and other stakeholders by delivering innovative tools that simplify construction projects and enhance accountability and drive industrial success. So thank you so much, and allow me to give this to the next person.
Okay, thank you very much. Hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Apologies, I have a cold, but I guess I'll be clear enough. Yeah. Yeah, so good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining this webinar. My name is Dr. Francis Sali Paira, and I'm so excited to discuss how professionalism in the construction industry can provide a solid foundation for diaspora investments. That is going to be my topic of discussion for today. And I want to share insights on how we as local professionals are transforming the construction landscape by combining expertise, ethics, accountability to deliver exceptional results. My goal is to show you how investing back home can be both secure and rewarding. Why not? Yeah. Sorry. So I'm going to showcase the importance of professionalism in construction, address concerns on the diaspora regarding local projects, because there are quite a number of projects which are done locally and that are at high scale, and clients' expectations have been met, and highlighting opportunities for safe and impactful investment in the country. Okay. So many of you in the diaspora have a desire to invest back home, but may have concerns about mismanagement, delays, the standard of work. You're giving your money, you don't know if you achieve what actually you're expecting. Okay, so BDigest is there to help you to make sure that your expectations are achieved as well as surpassed. At some instances, you achieve more value than even the money you've provided anywhere. So these concerns can be addressed and also ensuring that their investments are really safe and worthwhile. Okay. So what is professionalism in construction? This talks about ethical behavior and integrity, commitment to quality and safety standards, a timely and transparent communication. Very important, timely and transparent communication. We've had issues of trust, like everybody knows, in terms of giving somebody money. You can even give it to your own relative, even your own parent, not knowing that parent has bigger problems than yourself and ends up using the money. Some of you give money to your spouses you left back home, not knowing the spouses are also engaged with other spouses, perhaps the better spouses in quotes. So they end up using the money in other things. You might leave money with your boyfriend in back home or your husband back home, and instead the husband uses the money to marry a second wife when you're not there. So instances have happened on several occasions. That's why we are coming up to at least see how we can coordinate this process, ensuring that there's value for money and these expectations are really actually achieved. Yeah. There's some key attributes of professionalism, and these include transparency, clear contracts, regular updates. Normally, we have clear contracts that both parties have to meet. If you give us money or you give any company money that is under BDigest, you ensure that you'll have a contract signed and there are clauses in that contract to be fulfilled by both parties. The client to pay money, obviously, and provide expectations, whilst the contractor will be under obvious supervision and monitoring to be able to provide what is expected out of the client. Normally, the client describes the quality. So if a client says this is not quality according to me, as a contractor, you meet that expectation from the client. Technical competence is one of the attributes of professionalism. People should actually be having the skills to achieve whatever expectations the client has set. So if you entrust your money with somebody who doesn't know anything about construction, it is really a very big risk that should be avoided. And also modern tools as well as modern technology. The technology keeps evolving. So by using these tools, you achieve the best out of your money in terms of products. We have issues of accountability, which I've talked about, delivering it on time and within budget. Delivering on budget is not enough, but delivering also on time and quality is quite very important in the investments, because you're supposed to be delivered the project to within the shortest time possible, so that you can be able to use it. If the apartments, be able to begin collecting your money without any problems or any delays, because any month delayed is going to keep you in a loss. If you're earning, let's say, 3 million per month from your apartments, if you delay by 2 months, that's 6 million gone. So time and quality plus budget are very important. So adherence to the standards, obviously this comes along with things to do with the materials being used. We have material suppliers on this webinar, so we expect to have the best materials and at the lowest cost. You can buy materials expensively without quality, but we expect to have materials at a cheaper cost that can beat the market, as well as having quality out of it. Yeah, so these attributes from the foundation of professional construction management, they ensure that we remain accountable to our clients and deliver projects that meet or exceed expectations in terms of professionalism. Normally, there are concerns with the diaspora people, and one of them is mismanagement, project tracking, and reporting systems. Here we are coming up with a reporting system and a bid digest that is going to assist in ensuring that you get regular updates on your project. How far it has gone, when are you expecting to have it, what is missing, what should be done at this stage, what are the delays. At times there are some delays because of factors here and there. So this will take out the mismanagement that the diaspora people have against the projects in back home in terms of investment. Substandard work is another concern. You give your money to somebody, expensive rate of money, then when you come back on ground, you find that the man has been, I think the pictures have been photoshopped, or the pictures have been, these days people use Snapchat. They put a filter. You find the house is looking as beautiful as a Speak Resort Munyonyo, but when you reach here, you actually find a Katanga house that is not even worth living in as somebody who's been in diaspora. So it becomes a problem of standards of work. Okay, so this comes away with a skilled team and knowing what is expected plus the experience. Then you have another concern of cost overruns. You get your 100 million, give it to the contractor. Then halfway the project, you realize that actually you are being asked for another, let's say, 70 million. Yet the project was supposed to be spent at 100 million was supposed to be the budget of the project, but you realize that actually you need 250. So such inconsistencies and miscommunications and misjudgments, miscalculations all lead to disparity as well as frustration from the diaspora people. They say, me, I'm not giving my money to anybody simply because there's no value for money and there are no systems, there are no tools to know what's happening. So all these can actually be removed or seen away in terms of engaging bid digest and the other tools that are going to be engaged through our system. So understand the common concerns of the diaspora when it comes to construction projects. So mismanagement, poor quality, cost overruns, and legitimate fears. So, but these are precisely the issue that professionalism addresses. So through tools like project management software, rigorous quality checks to ensure that your investment yield high quality results. Yeah. So we've worked on, we expect to have experienced personnel, experienced contractors, experienced suppliers who have had a track record of previous work done of similar projects or even bigger projects, so that there is a confidence and awareness of the client that their money is going to be safe when you engage us. So we shall bring a wealth of experience managing projects of various skills from hospitals, schools, and so on. Quite a number of projects. So the expectation should be really very high from our side. I will not name examples, but there are quite a number of them. How will this professional professionalism benefit your investment? One, we shall have a reliable and timely delivery, high quality, durable structures. Structures literally should last for perpetuity, that is 100 years and above. So if you find cracks in your structure after 10 years, there's a design flaw, or there's a construction, poor methods of construction, or poor workmanship. Um, Peace of mind with transparent communication. You know, when you have transparent communication, when people are transparent, your mind is settled. You know where I'm putting my money. It is what? It is very safe, and I expect a lot out of this. Then high quality and durable structures, reliable and timely delivery are all important on your investment. So professionalism ensures that your investment isn't just about putting up a structure. It's about creating something durable, valuable, reflective of your vision. People normally invest with a vision. He wants something that really brings out the love. When you come back and look at your structure, like, wow, is this mine? But at a small cost. How do you feel? So with constant updates and clear communication, you can be rest assured that your investment is in good processes. Yeah. So we believe that together we can create projects that make a real difference. If your consideration is an investment back home, you always feel free to reach out through this webinar in terms of questions and answers that will be following up after this presentation. Thank you very much. I remain Dr. Francis Sally. I'm also a project manager. Been on big projects, as well as a lecturer at Makerere University College of Engineering and Design. Thank you very much. Back to you, Ochema.
Yes, thank you so much, Doctor. I think you have been spot on, and I believe what the doctor shared has been digested very well, and we are able to see how professionalism is very, very, very important in the construction industry. As like I started at, construction is difficult, but it's complex, and the complexity needs professionals in what they're doing to be able to deliver at the end of the day a product that the client will be happy to achieve. Someone just sent me a text message asking about the issue of payment. Still to zip down into the milestone kind of payment, which I feel fits the Uganda and the diaspora best. So how do milestone payments work? We want to set milestone payments based on the capacity of the client. Okay, so you will know in construction we have different elements. A building has different elements from the substructure, the different sub elements in the superstructure, like the walling, the roof, and the rest. So we want to set up payments in a way. Let's say we have a client in Denmark who wants to construct his building, but based on that particular client, the most they can be able to mobilize at a particular point in time is 20 million. So we set milestone payments in a way. The milestone will never exceed 20 million Ugandan shillings. What is the importance of this? This ensures the local contractor back home here can be able to do work, knowing, rest assured, that money for paying that milestone will be available. So one of the legalities we are looking into is trying to have, before the local contractor starts on work, the milestone payment for that work must be locked in within the system. So just to give a clear example, let's say the local contractors for the milestone payment is going to be paid for ground floor walls. So if the value for constructing the block work for the ground floor is 20 million, then we should have this 20 million already locked in within the system. This is important because the local contractor will be able to do works that the money is already available and just pending verification of works and approval of works by the contractors who will ensure that the works have been done to specification and payment is done. I believe this is better creating a milestone. I've seen some of the milestone payments that are made, and at times the milestone amount is high. The contractor may be able to achieve. Let's say milestone could be, let's say, as an example, 200 million Ugandan shillings. The contractor does the work, but the client doesn't have the 200 million shillings. So it doesn't make sense at the end of the day. And these are some of the payment issues that cause legality issues and cause disputes in construction. So we believe if the clients, contractors, think deeper into the payment terms that are being made, then we can have a more dispute reduced kind of system, which is very important. Just allow me in a special way. I see Mr. Talib Juma has joined. Mr. Juma won the award for Young Entrepreneur of the Year, South Sudan. Thank you for joining in. You are welcome for the discussion. Yes. And,
thank you very much, Tim.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Juma. And for those in diaspora, Christine, who is in London, thank you for being with us. And we are now going into the Q&A session. So whoever has a question, this is the right time. You could ask, and we shall see how to it. So Q&A is now open. I just want to thank you all for joining in. We have professionals who are in the discussion. Lizette Hilton is a quantity surveyor. She works on road projects. We have Elon, who also is a surveyor. We have Local Clement, who is a data analyst, deals with big data and the rest. We have Chibuya, who is an electrical engineer, Karuma Hydropower Plant. Thank you for joining in with us. We have Isaiah Chula, who is a businessman here in Uganda. So thanks for joining in. I know your major interest in regards to material supplies. So we welcome your presence and being able to, be here with us. Finally, Julian, who is also project manager, but also quantity surveyor. Thanks for being in here with us. Yes, so Q&A is open. Can turn on your mic and ask the question. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Hope you can hear me. I'm Christine from London. Thank you thank you, Reese. Thanks, Reese. Thanks, Steve, and thanks, everyone. Thanks for inviting us all tonight online. And I'm really so impressed with the information that I'm hearing here, especially for us in the diaspora. Yes, we've had challenges in the past. But I just have a few questions. Like, for example, if I have my 20 million now and I have a plot in Kampala that I would like a construction to get started, how do I really wire this money? I haven't understood that bit. Are you going to open a bank account, or is there a specific way you're going to tell us how we can wire the money and you guys start the project going? Thank you.
Okay, this is Steve speaking. As we wait for others to get into the questions, I can answer that. So for clients that your questions about remittance, we do not want to replace the current remittance that is already there, but we want to create an efficient way that the remittance that you send goes direct to the person that's supposed to receive the amount. So, for example, if during a construction, a contractor is having you and the contractor have made an agreement. So during that agreement, there's an account that is made for the payments of the remittance. So our work is to ensure that there is transparency between the contract of you as the client and the contractor you're making. So we're not going to replace the current mode of transaction that you're already using, but we're ensuring that we monitor and make sure that it's safe and does the work that it's meant to do. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Steve. I've understood the bit, so I need to make an agreement with the contractor first, and then you guys will monitor how the business is going on, right? So I've got the bit of it now. Thank you very much, all.
Yes, I think your hand is up.
Hello, it's Tilton. I have two questions on behalf of the contractor. The first one is, does that mean the contractor is supposed to register with Bid Digest in order to qualify for any of the client's projects? And the second question is, you talked about once the project has been brought up, we're supposed to bid for these projects. During this bidding, do we just have to put quotations up, or do we have to do a full bid document like we've always done for ministry jobs? Thank you.
Yes, Tilton, thanks for that question. So, yes, for a contractor to be able to access the clients, they have to be registered with Bid Digest. Why is this important? Like Dr. Sally said, we are trying to bring on board qualified and verified contractors that at the end of the day, the clients can trust. Because we want to create a system whereby it can never be 100%, but we want our clients to know that contractors who are on Bid Digest, don't have a lot of, let's say, issues. We don't put a company on the platform that is about to, go bankrupt. That could, at the end of the day, be detrimental to the client. So for the contractors that want to access the clients, they have to register through the system. Not that it will be very vigorous, but just for transparency and to ensure that these are not briefcase companies, as we would call them. They must have an address. The client can fly in one day and want to have a discussion with the contractor. And it will really be bad if, the client found out this is a briefcase company. There is no kind of location, there is no address. And these are the issues that are happening right now. There are a lot of briefcase companies that take on works and they do steady works. When things get tough, someone just packs up the briefcase and is able to just literally disappear. Disappear would be the right word. Yes. Then just kind of repeat your second question, Tilton.
Documentation.
My other question was about the bidding process for these particular projects. Do we have to
yes.
like the whole bidding documents like we've been doing for ministry with jobs, or is it just a quotation since we've already registered most of our information?
Yes, so that is a pertinent question. So on the dashboard of the, let's assume a client is already a platform. On the dashboard, you have
it's on the other wall in my room.
Information, the bidding process, there are standard information that is normally asked for in regards to, the work scope, previous projects. Then you have, the documentation in regards to approvals and the like. So normally that is standard for every project. But also important to note that one of the issues during our research that I think you participated in, a key issue was some of these files that are being uploaded are big in number. So we are trying to split them into, manageable packages in one way or another. So if a client puts project details, it will depend on the extent of the project details. Then you know as a contractor what you need to do. We have to appreciate that clients are not construction professionals. You as Hilton, who is a tested quantity surveyor and you know how projects work, you know all the information that's needed before you can, assess the bid. So it will more or less depend on what the client wants, and then you'll be able to dictate the amount of information that you should be able to provide for the bidding. I don't know if I've been clear enough.
Yeah, you've been clear. But I also wanted to inquire what guarantee we're dealing with clients that are not in the country, so we can't actually we can only like FaceTime them. So what guarantee do we have that the payments will be coming in time?
Yes, that's a good question. That's why I had talked about milestone payments. So we want to make payments in a milestone way, in a way that if you have your construction company, and let's say the first milestone is foundation works. Okay, let's say the first milestone is foundation works. Second milestone is walling for the ground floor. Third milestone is roofing. So to protect the contractors back home here, we are setting a system where before, if you are doing the foundation works, before you start on the walling works, the money is already locked in bit by bit. Let's say the sum for walling is, for purposes of illustration, is 70 million. So we are saying to the client who is abroad, before the contractor can start on the milestone element, not the whole building, before you can start on the milestone element of the walling, have 70 million locked in a way that the contractor works knowing that this money is actually available. And the way they can access this money is by doing the work as per the specifications, having the works inspected, and then payment will be made. So that clearly protects the contractor. And like I said, just from the beginning, the milestone payments are tailor-made for the client. So we don't want to have a milestone that exceeds the capacity of a client. So if a client, based on my income levels, I am not able to mobilize more than 50 million at a go. So we set the milestone in a way that no particular milestone is above 50 million. Yes, I think I've got it.
Yeah, I've got it. Thank you.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay, if there are no other questions, allow me once again to express my. Oh, Tilton, you have a question?
I wanted to ask, why do we have to restrict the clients to only the ones who are abroad? Why can't we also include the ones in the country? Because they also face the same problem.
Yes, that is a good question. And the platform, this particular webinar, we're trying to look into the Ugandans in the diaspora, but this is actually also meant for clients who are in the country. Just for those who may not know, this system is not actually brand new. This is not something that is new. The government already has a similar kind of platform, the one that Tilton was talking about. But the only issue is they deal with strictly government projects and they do not have some of the project management tools. So if there are already automated bidding platforms that are, available and check the progress. But we are trying to merge, bidding and project management now, looking into the client side. So yes, it's so open for Ugandans who are within, who would want to build professionally. I'll put it as that. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Ochinya. Thank you for the presentation. May I ask is how is the system? How do we pay for the system? Is it a subscription-based system, or it's a one-time fee on the end for the client, or not? So it's not always quite of the contractor.
Pardon?
Pick up on that.
All right, thank you. So Mr. Gerard was asking about how this system will be used. Is it a subscription-based system or not? So our business model entails across subscriptions as well, as you said. However, we are mostly focused into the project commitments as our business model, and so we want a system to be free and open for construction professionals, in that it will help enhance their workflows and management. So we do not want to lock the system out, but also ensure that the system is helping other construction professionals manage their documentation and also find available contracts and jobs. Thank you.
Maybe if Jared was asking contractors who are in the system, of course, this is very necessary possible maintain. So we partly it is subscription based for a contractor to, be in the system, they pay a reasonable fee. What I would call it reasonable, the amount of money, contractors pay to advertise on newspaper. Just to place it, staying I think a full page in New Vision advert is about 7 million Ugandan shillings, and that goes for a day. That is an advert for a full page. And having something that is small, you could just check this out. Advertising via a newspaper is I wouldn't want to say outrageous, but the amount of money that companies pay at the end of the day, it's big, and the hours will be much smaller, and it is not based on a one-day basis. Yeah, you literally subscribe for a month or for a year, and you get value for your money at the end of the day. Yes. Any other questions? Yes, Christine.
Once again, hi everyone, and thanks again. Mine is not a question, but I just want to say thank you so much for the presentation, and thank you for the brilliant brains behind this. And just want to say we look forward to working with you in 2025, because like they always say, until something has been put hands on, and then everybody can really believe that it works. So we look forward to working with you 2025 so that we get you started, hands-on work, and other people will see how it is going on from there. It's always hard for people to believe things unless they see it happening. So that's how I see it too. So, and thanks a lot. I wish you all the best. I'm going to excuse myself. I'm in the middle of work somewhere. But I appreciate everything that you said, and wishing you all the best and good luck. And Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Christine. Thank you for sparing time to join. And we can also be ambassador back there in the UK. So just keep sharing them. If they have questions that you feel you are not well placed to answer, we are always reachable via email, phone call, and yeah, we could help bring professionalism into the construction space. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you very much. I actually shared with a couple of friends, but I think they got other commitments this evening. So they said, okay, join it and we will talk to you later about it. So I'm sure if I refer them to their website, they will read and ask more questions if they want to know more about it. So yes, I'll keep sharing and passing the information that I've had today from the meeting. And yes, thank you once again and have a nice evening.
Yes, I would maybe if there's another question, I would want to call this webinar to an end, but the webinar will be uploaded on YouTube. So if there are other people who want to know more about Bid Digest and they want to know how it works and have pertinent questions, they could always go in and check via YouTube. This will be uploaded there and you can check and replay and yeah, otherwise, thank you so much for joining. We really do value your presence. Thank you so much from us, from Bid Digest. Shalom. Bye bye.